Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Now let's go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Single. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Jackson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Gone.
Now Jackson on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man is Hill. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin here with Bernard. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Over here.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive.
Let's go.
Now Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gone, 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 gone. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Here's Jackson throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Jackson throwing once more. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Sliding out of the pocket.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Daniel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
368! Heavy. Go. We're good. Go. There you go. 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Heavy. Here you go, 368.
First and 10 for Dalton. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Dalton gives to Bernard, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Over here.
Here's Blunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Hakeem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
368. 368.
Dalton here from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another spin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Nice. 368.
Second down, Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniel. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out, and the Ravens have got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. The hitter here, it's complete. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Akeem Hunt, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
2-2. Move. Side.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Wait! 18! Watch 28! Watch twist!
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Dalton, 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
368!
And it'll be Dalton again. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's the battering ram Blunt going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. LeGarrette Blunt unable to use that big frame to his advantage. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now let's go.
Throwing now is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Here you go, 368. Heavy. Here you go, 368.
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Heavy. Move. Let's go. Let's get you. All right.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Steps away to his left. And Green with a catch left side. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
368! There you go, 368!
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tim Williams able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Nice. 2 by 2. Move. There you go, 368.
From midfield here, Dalton. And it is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled by Jordan Willis. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. This from 46. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were